this is Dr. Kristie Ennis, physical therapist and personal trainer, here with Nicole today to show you how to use the PureWave massager to help with a low back strain. Now, when we're talking about a low back strain, we're talking about a pulled muscle, and the most common muscle that's affected is called the Quadratus Lumborum, or QL for short, which is a lot easier to say than Quadratus Lumborum. That muscle starts at the bottom of the rib cage, attaches into the top of the hip, and then in towards the spine as well. So I like to actually start with the air cushion. This is a little bit of a softer attachment, and we're talking about going around some bony areas, so it feels a lot more comfortable to the patient to use something a little bit softer. I also like to get directly on the skin. I think it works a little bit better that way. And I rarely use any lotion. I think it works really well just on the skin. So we'll start right at the top of the hip, placing that on there. And then I turn this almost all the way full force with that vibration. Going all the way around the hip, and even coming down into the hip a little bit, where some of those other hip muscles attach, which cause some of that problem as well. And then going towards that spine, again, another bony area that you want to use some nice, soft cushion with. And then right up in towards that rib cage. So again, getting all those attachment sites first until that feels a little bit better. And then I switch to using the 6 head massager. That gets to the bulk of the muscle in between those 2 attachment sites, and can be a little bit more aggressive than that air cushion. So same idea, placing it right against the bulk of that muscle, turning it up, and because it's a deep muscle, again, I tend to turn that up pretty high. Always checking with the patient to make sure that that feels okay. So holding this here and moving through it until it feels a little bit less uncomfortable. So those are some easy ways to use the PureWave massager to really help relieve pain in through the back and coming down into the hip without having to be too forceful and too aggressive. So a nice, tolerable way for you to help relieve some of that pain.